Greetings, one and all. It's me, Patricia Cori, coming to you on an absolutely destitute, island, stormy, gray day. Oh my God, it is raining way too much on my island. The topic of my conversation today is the paralysis of analysis, so stay tuned for a moment of Zen. So here's some philosophy for the day. Bear in mind that the things that I want to openly discuss are getting people taken down immediately and or threatened with worse than banishment from the internet. And so although I stand by my motto that I'm politically incorrect and proud of it, neither do I want to be removed from planet Earth against my will. So today I want to talk about being done. I'm done with the analysis. I'm done with the clues. I'm done with the counter, the coup, counter coup, counter coup. I'm done with the dream interpretations, inside information, opposing views, experts in the field, self-appointed representatives of the letter that we love and know and love. And I'm liberating myself from the whole drama of it. And just think about this for a minute. I've been screaming about this for some time now, and I'm going to even be done with this. The question, the constant calling you to discernment about what you're listening to and how you're reacting to it. I just want to remind everyone, you don't really think that the top mill game plan, coded in clues from the letter, fed to YouTube representatives of the government, like top generals, spokespeople for the former campaign, choosing individuals on YouTube to give you the inside scoop direct from the top military sources. It's ludicrous. I'm not speaking about anyone in particular, but I'm speaking about a few people in general. And the bottom line is, perhaps they've got some inside information, but if you believe really that every day, every minute, these individuals are being clued and cued by the Pentagon or Intel, inside Intel, to bring enough clues to the masses so that we sort of kind of understand the game plan, but then it always changes, or it's wrong. Oh, it's wrong because it had to be changed because of this and because of that. And so everybody's in the analysis paralysis energy vibe. And if it doesn't pan out according to the clues and cues and hearsay by people that have never been vetted, but rather have a cult that people follow, then everyone gets all upset and says it's over. Oh my God, it didn't work out. We've been duped. I got an email from someone, a comment on one of my threads that said, "Where's your miracle now?" And I still believe in miracles. Nobody's going to ever beat that out of me. And that no matter how things are playing out, we are on our way. No matter when that comes, which is sooner would be much better, that we are released from this horrific grip of these dark forces. Change gonna come. There is no stopping it. As Mr. T said, there's no stopping this, regardless of whether you're a fan or not. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, people. And the unmasking of what is playing out right now it's almost watching the Addams Family. They're crazy and they're spooky, you know. It's almost as if the people that are in supposedly the White House, but again, that's back to the analysis paralysis problem, seems like they're sitting around a cauldron going, what a worst possible scenario can we create? And enacting them. So, you know, you've got this president who can barely finish a sentence, playing the role of being the most powerful person on the planet. And people say, oh, thank God, we're finally on our way, and meaning with the new administration. It just boggles my mind and will always do that. But I'm tired of this volleyball game. I'm tired of the it's today, it's tomorrow, oh, the plans change, oh, the Q is not correct, oh, this, oh, that. Yeah, well, I had the inside intel, but they changed the plan. My message to everyone who is feeling that they're being jerked around like a tether ball is to step away from it. Who's your favorite psychic? Who's your favorite channeler? Who's your favorite insider? Who's your favorite whatever? Step away. Just turn it off. Turn it off and get grounded. Because we're no good to each other or to the planet or to the so-called plan if we are in helter-skelter, as Sasha Stone calls it, in helter-skelter mindset, running around like rats, freaking out at listening to every word. What does that mean? And then this, and then that, and then this. It's just a lot of emotional instability, and I see a lot of people shutting down their power. We've got a lot to deal with here. Who's trying to minimize that? But already we are seeing, putting aside our sadness at having to see what we believe is a heroic human being leave the scene, permanently, temporarily, remains to be seen. There's already a backlash to this administration, and it's only 3 days. Of course, they've managed to do a lot of damage in 3 days, but it's already happening. You've got the ants, again, trying to speak in code, wreaking havoc with riots in New York, Seattle, Denver, Portland, with no abating. And now they're coming out against the Democrats. They're saying, you can't trust any of them, right or left. We're the power, we're the people. We can't trust them. So that's an interesting development. Of course, they don't serve anymore, do they? Just like the soldiers, or let's call them troops, but remember that a troop is more than one. So when you say you've got 30,000 troops, is incorrect. We've got 30,000 soldiers, or at least had, in DC. And when they no longer served, they were relegated to sleep in a freezing cold parking garage by the administration. That didn't go over well. People are wondering why he did that or why they did that. And perhaps it was punishment for having turned their back on the motorcade when they went walking down, if they did, because we still don't know how much of this was theater and where it was done. Regardless, turning their back away from the motorcade supposedly got the troop or troops banished to the freezing cold parking garage. I mean, just think about this for a minute. America. And meanwhile, Mr. T apparently offered them rooms in his hotel there. Now, this is all, I saw the pictures of the garage. I don't know about the rooms, but the new administration is not wise to punish the troops. So yeah, I'm watching everything. I have been watching everything, but now I'm going on hiatus. So first of all, I'm inviting you to do it because you need to get grounded again and get your peace back, which isn't easy considering what we're dealing with. But we need to do it anyway. It's time for breathing. Real breathing, maskless breathing, and unplugging. Because if you're in a tether, like a comment like, "What about your miracle now?" It's really very offensive. I feel like saying, "Who the hell do you think you are to talk to me like that?" But the higher me tries to find compassion for someone who is capable of giving up ship, giving up when the outcome or the play or the aspects of the unfolding don't play out like one wants them. People, this is World War III. This is the war of wars. This is the war for the saving of planet Earth. We're used to wars that have a different motive. The wars that we've seen, we don't live through any of them in the West, but the wars that we've seen have been about money. Forget the excuse of spreading democracy everywhere in the world. The invasion, as enough of you are well aware, the invasion of places like Libya and Afghanistan and Syria and Yemen, and you name them, are about destroying to then get the contracts to rebuild. And those contracts go to the very wealthy, the extremely wealthy, and they get extremely wealthier, right? So that is how war has been played out on this planet. But not this one. This one is about completely taking over the entire population, not just America, the whole world. This is about darkness and light. This isn't about money. I mean, of course, it's always about money, but it's so much greater than that now. This is the big one, folks. So while you're wondering what happened, what went wrong, why the plan didn't play out the way you wanted to, just remember, this is the biggest war possibly ever seen on this planet. The invisible war, the invisible enemy, right? And it's going to have twists and turns and counters and more counters and slipping and changes and failures and successes. But one thing I know as much as I'm alive and breathing, and it's not because I'm channeling it, it's because I know it in my gut, my heart. That is that the light wins this battle. So if you can just chill out a little bit here and step away, and it's very hard because in case you haven't noticed, we're addicted. We're addicted to every little piece of news. And if you think I'm lying, just look at how many videos you get sent, how many links you get sent an hour. I'm up to here with it. Every 2 minutes, I've got an email with somebody sending me a link that I've already seen with information. Half of it is bogus. Half of it is another, let's say not half of it is bogus. Another quarter of it is theory, hypothetical, unvetted, unsourced information. And I've refused to be a volleyball subject to my own emotional instability, bouncing from elation to despair to fear to anxiety to hope, wonder. No, I am a sovereign being. And whatever plays out on this planet, I'm prepared to deal with it. And when I'm done dealing with it, I am moving on to another experience. I am the master of my ship. And whatever they throw out at me, and this applies hopefully for you too, I'll deal with it. But I'm not going to get caught up in this tetherball anymore. I'm done. So please kindly be a friend and stop sending me videos, especially the constant ones of people that are supposedly insiders with the inside scoop. You know what? I truly don't believe for a minute that the complex, highly secretive, multifaceted, dangerous military, political drama unfolding is being leaked out to a couple of people on the internet for conversations to ensue among the people who believe they're enlightened and awake. It doesn't ring true to me, and that might make me unpopular with some of the people that are following these other people, and I don't care. So for me, if you love me, please cease and desist with sending me all this stuff. Don't want to read it. I'm focusing on beautiful things and waiting for more information coming from the only source that I'm interested in hearing from, which is Trump himself. And for the rest, I'm taking the rest of the day off. So please consider what I'm saying here. I've said it so many times. You must be thinking, there she goes again on her spiel. But I think it's really important for us to just breathe a minute here and unplug from this volleyball game. Just sit back, observe, be a scrutinizing observer without being tethered and without just buying whatever comes at you. You know? I hope this has been a helpful moment of Zen. It's where I'm at in this moment. And so in order to keep my mind off of these things, I'm doing another feng shui in the house, because it's amazing how quickly you gather things and collect things and it starts to clutter. So I'm going to be feng shuiing the house, and then I'm going to be feng shuiing by doing another 3-day fast, because like so many people, the pounds are starting to pile on from being in the house so much, and feeling really good about being grounded out of my head and connecting to my life, my inner life. Take your inner life back, people. We'll get through this. This is Patricia Cori, loving you and signing out.